So, good afternoon, everyone. If anybody is here about, if you let me know you're around. It's quite warm today, isn't it? I've just been outside. Although it's windy, it is quite warm. I know there's quite a lot that was in here yesterday, but not this one in the prism. I hope everyone will come here today. So, welcome everyone. Good afternoon, Pamela from Toronto. Oh, you're from Chicago. My brain is not here yet. Hi, Edwina. It's ever so sunny here. Tell you what, Pamela, you're first. I'm working with my cards today. So I'm going to give you a fairy card. So let's choose the first card, shall we? And the first card is Hidden Depths. Isn't that pretty? And it says, something hidden is about to come to light. Perhaps a secret or a memory or a lack of your mind or something at the back of your mind. When you expose what is hidden, we can become free. As I look at this, I see this fairy has got her hands around like a crystal. And I know, Pamela, that maybe you are hiding away from something, but I want to say to you, it's time for you now to move forward. It is a time of changes for you. The changes are coming from within. There's also a sense of values with you as well. And I see a beautiful swan. The swan comes to give you news of the changes that are coming around you. Pamela, I want to say to you, stop worrying about the past and start looking at what you're doing now. There is, like, I'm seeing a lady with you, and with this lady I see a rainbow, and the rainbow comes because of the rain and the sunshine, but coming together of families. I also see with you, with this lady, it's either mum or grandma. She loved you to pieces when she was on the earth plane. And she tells me that you just need a little bit of a push to get you going again. Pamela Tantillo Blatt, does it make sense to you for the lady I have with you? I know there's something that you have to get off your chest at the moment. Maybe arguments. Maybe it's time for you to say to yourself, I don't need all of this anymore. I need to find the true me. Pamela, gentleman now come in, and he brings you a beautiful ice cream cornet, and it is full of different colours. Again, that brings you the rainbow, and the rainbow means I have reached the end. I need to find me, and I need to show people how strong I am. This card, the fairy card, as I said to you, Hidden Depths, it shows you you've got things hidden which you don't want people to see, but you have to bring them out to show how strong you are. I am given James or Jim. I've got Margaret, Paul, also Mary are with you. Take the love that is given and just remember, I've given you the rainbow, and I've given you also the swan. And the swan shows you that life continues. You just have to find it. All right? I'll leave that with you. Right. Can I come to Christine M? Christine M. Facebook user Christine M. Hi, Christine Marias. How are you doing today? I'm choosing you at the flower card, the amaryllis. Can you see this beautiful flower? I grow the amaryllis because I love them. And this comes from Christmas. As I look at this, it says, I embrace my sexuality with freedom of expression. Christine, this beautiful red flower comes to give you grounding, energy, and support. I feel you need this at the moment. I'm seeing also that you have been questioning yourself. The questions are coming from within. I see mountains, and these mountains I feel you've had to climb. But I know at the end of the day, whatever you've done, you will find who you are. I have a lady here with you. The lady, as she comes in, is telling you that she's a grandmother. She tells me that it's time for you not to look back in anger, but to look back in confidence, because you do need to find who Christine is again. I know there is a sense of knowing how far you've come and seeing where you need to be. Christine, I am seeing a waterfall, and the waterfall is for you, for your spirituality. If you can relax behind the waterfall, it will show you that you have come on your travels and found you. I also feel with you that as this lady steps beside me, she brings you a big apple tart. I said pie, she said no, apple tart. And I feel when she was on the earth plane, she was a good baker. She says here that to give you the apple tart and some ice cream as a memory. And as she steps aside, I've got a gentleman. He's sitting on a stool and he's got a pipe and he's got some tobacco and he's cutting the tobacco up. And you should remember this as a youngster of him doing that. It was St. Bruno in a tin, because I'm seeing the tin. I know he's with you just to let you know that you have to escape the conflict and find you. Christine, I am given the name of Jacqueline, Linda, Maria, Peter, John, and Arthur. And I'm going to leave that with you. But please say to yourself, I love who I am. Okay? So I'm going to leave that with you. Right. Who am I going to find? All right. We've had that one. Edwina Pickering, please. It's lovely here. It's a bit windy, but it's not raining. It's sunny. So I'm talking to Edwina Pickering, please. Edwina? Hi, Edwina. I want to give you this beautiful dahlia. The dahlia is a lovely flower that comes out in September. You're welcome, Christine. I'm talking to Edwina Pickering, please. As I look at this flower, it says, I have unconditional compassion for every emotion I feel. This flower is a beautiful purpley pink. It has got white spots on it and it's got raindrops. And I hear that song, raindrops keep falling on my head. But I know with you, my darling, that you have got the strength to look after family. I know as I'm talking to you, it is the strength to within. I'm in Lincoln, darling. As I look at you, I feel you have the strength, your family around you, you do your best, but sometimes you feel a bit let down by people. As we're talking to you, I just feel that you just need to shut the back door and find you again. There is a gentleman coming here, and this gentleman, as he comes forward, Dad or Granddad, he had problems with his throat and his chest before he went to the spirit world. He comes to bring you the dahlias. The dahlias are all different colours, but I want to give you chrysanthemums as well. And the chrysanthemums come for September and also for November. I'm given Robert and Richard. A lady now coming in, and she passed quite suddenly. She's telling me that she fell asleep. She says, I woke up in the next room, but I could hear people's voices. I want to say it's either mum or grandmother. I know I have the lady and the gentleman. They're coming to bring you a big hug, but they're also saying to you, you have to stick to your guns now. Let's find you again. I have this beautiful bouquet of dahlias and chrysanthemums, but the most important ones of the chrysanthemum is a beautiful yellow one. And the yellow chrysanthemum, it means memories. Just remember, Edwina, it's a long way to Tipperary. And that is exactly what the gentleman has just said to you. He said, also, there's always a welcome at our fireside. And he said, remember, we love you. I'm going to leave that with you, Edwina. And I'm going to say to you, take time for you. Right. Can I talk to, is it Lisa Sears, please? You're welcome, Edwina. I'm now going to talk to Lisa Sears. Can you talk to me, please? And this is Find Balance. And this is a beautiful fairy that is studying. And I feel you are studying, or you have to study. The words that I'm given is find the balance between your work, rest, and playtime, and you will have more energy, harmony, and productivity in your life. Take a power nap. I think I need that as well. Lisa, this fairy, as I look at her, she is dressed in an amethyst dress. I'm seeing the book, the candle, and reading into the small hours. Lisa, you're worrying about things out of your control. And I want to say, listen to your gut feeling. I have a lady here, and the lady, she comes forward, she's giving me Sally. So I don't know, it's an Aunt Sally, or it's a memory of a Sally, but she's giving me Sally. And she said to say to you, she's very proud of you. You've come a long way in a short time. She says you have to understand yourself to find you again. She said also that she had a cancer condition, and this cancer condition, it took away all feeling. Lisa, she said, you have got the strength. Always go with your gut. I feel you need a circle to help you to progress. And whether that is what you're learning, I don't know. But as I said, the books are there for you to learn. Lisa, I've got a gentleman now with you, and he's looking through a window. So whether he used to watch through the window the birds or used to look at things, but I want to say to you, Lisa, know yourself, how far you've come, and believe that you can get further. Again, I've got a bad chest. So this gentleman either passed with a bad chest or he had problems with his throat. But he comes just to say to you, I love you, and he leaves that with you. I'm given Tom, as well as Sally, Margaret, also David, and also James. So I'm going to leave that with you, Lisa. So thank you for working with me. Can I come to Jackie Driscoll, please? Jackie Driscoll, I'm giving you a fairy card. And I'm giving you magical blessings. Jackie Driscoll, are you still here? Stacey, are these still here who I'm talking to? But Jackie Driscoll, this card is magical blessings. Whatever you are going through, you're being assisted by magical fairy blessings. The fairies say you can bless others too. So you're either a healer or you are training to be a healer. I see all the colours that are shining, and this is showing you how far you've come. We've got 3 people here, 3 in a family. Jackie, there is strength within you, but I just feel you should be looking after yourself. There is challenges around you. The challenges come from things that are happening on this earth plane. Maybe there is something coming around you that you feel at a bit of a loss. Maybe knowing who you are and seeing how strong you are. There's also a sense of knowledge with you. There is also with you, Jackie Driscoll, something about doing things your way. Gentleman comes and he says to tell you he's been around you, he sees you, but you don't always hear him. So, Jackie Driscoll, if you look at this afterwards, know that you've got the message and the gentleman's here with you. I know. Okay, Stace, if they look at it again, they'll see what I've said. All right. So that was the card for that one. Can you come to Krish Pillay, please? Krish Pillay? Are you still here? Okay. Krish Pillay, I am giving you, this is the cornicle. And it's a wildflower that grows in the fields. It's a beautiful red flower. It's been enlarged here, but it's small. And I feel this flower is important to you. And he says, I open up to spontaneity and accept change. But I feel the changes are coming around you now. You've been questioning things around you. And I know with you, there is some challenges that's still to be met. I see trees all the way around you. And I feel that you should hug a tree to feel Mother Nature. I also know whatever has been going on with you, there is a chance for you to change. I have a lady here with you. The lady's about 5'4". I know when she was on the earth plane, she loved you to bits. She gives you this big hug. I know she left a few people behind. And she shows me that you, Krish, helped her whenever you could. I feel mother or grandmother with this lady. I also feel that she was a person that would give you some solid advice. She brings you a beautiful, I want to say it looks like a small dog. So whether it's your dog or it was her dog, I have to give you that. Krish, trust in your own self. Don't let others pull you down. Show that you've got the strength to give others. And I know at the end of the day, whatever you do, whatever you learn, it will come and help you. I'm getting no feedback. So I'm sorry. If you don't want a reading, you should say so. So I'm going to leave that with you. Can I talk to Maureen McGath, please? Maureen. Can I talk to you, Maureen? Are you here? Hi, Maureen. I want to give you moon energy. Can you see where the shadow of the moon is on this fairy? The beautiful, beautiful rainbow And it's as though the moon has come all the way around you to give you the healing which you need at the moment. Marin or Maureen, whatever you want to be called. Surrender to the natural ebb and flow of life. If you're feeling confused, this fairy comes to calm emotions and reassure you that peace of mind is possible. Does that make sense for you, Maureen? As I said, this fairy is the moon fairy, and she comes around you to bring you love and to give you positivity. Maureen, there's a gentleman here with you, and this gentleman, he brings you pink roses. I feel they came out of his garden. He was a gardener that loved to grow roses. He's saying about knowing your true self. He's also showing me a little bush with yellow flowers on, and it is the Rose of Sharon. So either the name of Sharon, or you understand where the bush was growing. Maureen, there's a lady coming in, and she's just pushed herself forward. She was a very strong lady when she was on the earth plane. I know there's something to do with finding you again. And this lady is mother or grandmother. She was a pushy person when she was on the earth plane. And she says, you're the same sometimes. You have to push to get your own way. But she said she loved you to pieces. And I see you as a young child being there to help her. She's showing me crocheting. Maureen, I'm getting no feedback from you as well. And I'd like to know that I'm getting it right for you. So I'm sorry I can't give you any more, because it's not fair on the other people who are here. So let's see if anybody's still here. Ah, Krish, thank you. Right. What have we got? Tiffany Starr, please. Tiffany Starr. Right. Tiffany, this is the autumn crocus. No, it's not. It's the poppy. As I look at this poppy, I see your heart. Your heart is full of love. And you've got a lot of people in the spirit world that were full of love for you. This card says, my life is blessed with so much abundance. Tiffany, this card means to you that you have lots of love to give. I see with this poppy that you have a long way to go. I have Edna, I have Alice, I have Janet, and I have Margaret for you. Tiffany, there's a lot of love coming to you from the spirit world. And how much love you give is how much love you get. I feel you've got a long way to go in this life, but you just have to start to believe in you. There is something happening around you, just to let you know that this lady is here and she brings you a lovely, lovely pink rose. There is something happening around you that you know how far you've come. Joyce calls to you, and I'm shown catchphrase. So maybe this lady, she used to love to watch catchphrase, because I don't feel she's been gone all that long. Tiffany Starr, if you're still here, if you can leave some feedback, please. Thank you. You understand what I've said at the moment about how life has treated you and how strong you are. Because the lady who's with you, she's saying that she wishes she could give you a big hug. Yeah, she just said that she loved you to pieces. And I do feel she hasn't been gone over all that long. But she said about your heart being in the right place. And she said, no matter what, always remember you are important. I'm given the name of Peggy. And as I said, Edna and Alice and Margaret. But I know I've got a gentleman here now. And this gentleman, he's holding his hands out to you. And he's holding them like this, so that you can place your hands on his. And he's saying to you, time is the great healer. And it's time for you to heal yourself. But healing from within is always the first. I'm given March, November, and January. But Tiffany, trust in your own feelings. You will get the help which you need. Okay? So I'm leaving that with you. Right. Who is the Facebook reader? I've got quite a few Facebook people, but no names. That is okay. But Tiffany, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Right. Maxine Rossfoot. Can I talk to you, please? Maxine Rossfoot. I've chosen for you, Maxine, Flourish. Can you see this beautiful fairy? She's got all pinks and amethyst in there. As I look at this, it says flourish. Hi, Maxine. The card says the lotus flower fairy tells you to learn from experience and shed your inner light any way you can, and here in the areas of your life or those of others. So shed your light. This lovely, lovely fairy is a beautiful color. She's in a field of flowers, and I see the lotus flower. And lotus always means me, Japan. And I love the Japanese culture. But these wings are pink. So you've got lots of mother love around you. I feel a pregnancy around you. Either you're pregnant or there's someone very close to you who is pregnant. I'm seeing hands open wide for you, saying about holding on to what you've got. As I see you, I feel as though the big hug comes from the spirit world. Maxine, you've got a long way to go in this life, but you just have to believe that you can do things. There's also a sense of knowledge with you, and the knowledge comes within. Just look around you, my darling. It doesn't have to be you, but someone around you. Because I just saw a pregnant tummy, so I know that that's there. It could also be an animal, but whatever, there's a pregnancy around you. You understand why I want to give you a comic book. So either Comic Con or Beano, Dandy, something like that, because I'm shown comic. I've got a gentleman here that was a joker. When he was on the earth plane, he would have you in stitches. Maybe he used to pull funny faces. I don't know whether he was a man that was always telling jokes, but he's with you and he's laughing, and I can hear him laughing. He said about the hugs from the spirit world. We give you these hugs because we love you. I'm given pink carnations. I'm also given daffodils. So the lady that's in the spirit world loved flowers. She loved the carnations and she loved the daffodils. I know this lady I have with you as well. She absolutely loved porridge for some reason. She's given me porridge. And your dad is laughing. He said, you're not going to eat that muck. So I don't know whether this lady I have is his mother, but it's so funny because he's joking. I am so glad that it's so much love coming to you from the spirit world. Do you understand where I want to give you crocuses and also I want to give you pansies? And again, to do with the comics, this gentleman who's with you, he's saying you miss the laughter. You understand the name of Dawn. You also understand the name of Anne or Annie. That's nice, isn't it? But also something to do with, I've got Pauline, Paul, Tom, John, and also Alan. They're just giving me those names. So they are connected around you. So they're either on the earth plane or they're in the spirit world. But they're bringing you all the love that you need at this moment. And listen to what your heart says. And I know that they'll be with you always. Oh, somebody just shouted Jack to you as well. So that could be male Jack or female Jackie. All right. So can I leave that with you, Maxine? Okay, my darling. But I just want to say to you, remember, you are loved so very much. And the hugs come. All right. So I can leave that with you, my darling. Patrick, I haven't spoke to you for a while. Let me choose a card for you. I'm going to choose you, Patrick Monaghan, please. Patrick, I am going to choose you a fairy card. Can you see? As I look at this, it says divination. And what we did on Monday, it was about divining with the crystal ball. Well, this is saying embrace your powers of divining, which are especially strong within you. You need to look at yourself and find you. The orientation that is given is like the world. And I see the world as a different place for you. This fairy is African, and she sat here with her crystal balls, her cards, her bones, and also I see scrying. And I see with two halves of a whole. So there's someone around you at the moment is suffering. So somebody is two halves of a whole, but one is missing. Okay? Patrick, they said the strength of knowledge comes from within. You just have to believe in what you see and what you do. There is a strong feeling of love with you. And I feel this is your mum I have with you. She says, stop getting your knickers in a twist. Things happen for a reason. You just have to believe that what you're doing in this life is helping others. I am given Fiona, Alice, and also Margaret. I have a gentleman coming forward. And this gentleman, as he comes forward, he brings you a big cooking pot. And I want to go out in the garden and I want to have a bonfire and put this pot on. And I feel this is a memory for you. Camping out in the garden with the gentleman, so he would have been your dad, I feel. But he just said something about catching your food to cook. Okay? I know there is something happening around you at the moment where you're lost within yourself. Mary, and also I want to give you Anne or Annie as well. Okay, Patrick, I'm just saying to you now, trust in yourself. You will find you. All right? And I'll leave that with you. Right. Debbie McPherson, please. Debbie McPherson. I want to give you, Debbie, Debbie McPherson, the sea holly. Can you see it? It's one of the most beautiful flowers, yet it's ever so prickly. And I feel either you are ever so prickly at this moment or someone around you is. It says, I love and accept myself exactly as I am. And I feel that you need to accept yourself. This sea holly is a deep purple with green tinges. And I know this beautiful flower, it grows on the seashore. That's why it's called the sea holly. I feel also with you, either you are feeling a bit uptight at the moment, or somebody around you is feeling really uptight. I know that you have to give comfort when you can, because I feel this is needed around you at this moment. I have a girl child in the spirit world. I also have a boy child. They either belong to you or they belong in the family somewhere. You should always say to yourself, look in the mirror and say, I love you. Look at yourself and say, I love you. I know as I'm talking to you, your defenses are down, but the defenses are there to protect you. Because I feel you feel that you're unworthy to yourself. But I want to say, love who you are. I have a lady with you, and this lady, as she comes forward, I feel very much a mother or a grandmother. I feel, thank you. I was just shown the two babies. I have this lady with you, and she said, I have the children. So please don't worry. They were not meant to be. This lady, she brings you haggis. So you must, well, you must have Scottish connections. Because she's just shown me a lovely, lovely, I'm seeing a mountain, and the mountain is full of greenery. So I want to say to you, it's time to find you. You have the strength of knowledge, but she said you need to think about you a bit more. I am given Gail, Fiona, Janet, and Linda, family or friends. Also to say to you, always remember you are important in this life. Gentleman comes forward to bring you a beautiful bouquet of yellow roses. And the yellow roses mean to me life comes out the other side. Okay? You'll always find you. I see a drawing of a lady that is being done for you. So either in another, thank you. You understand where a picture was drawn for you in another, another like service. And this lady who was drawn, you recognize straight away as grandmother. If it hasn't happened yet, watch where it does. Debbie, they're at the Shine Me Glasgow. Oh, that reminds me, I'm working at Port Glasgow this Thursday. just need to follow your dreams now and show that you, as I said to you, you are important. Don't take notice of what other people say to you. Look at self and say, I love you. That makes sense, darling. Oh, and I've just got Jock. All right. I know it takes a hard time, but I just want to say to you, Lovey, take time out for you. Okay? Spirit of saying, we love you, but you have to love yourself too. Okay? So I'll leave that with you. Okay. Let's see who else we've got here. Okay. Carol Ann, please. Carol Ann. Okay. Just a second. Let's choose you. I'm going to choose you a flower card. How about that? And if you look at this one, can you see? It's a field orchid. It's only a small one. It's purple. It grows among the heather. And it is a strong card. And it says, I accept my deep connection with everything around me. And that means nature. Looking after you, seeing how far you've come, because your life has been up and down, up and down, up and down. And what I'm feeling with you is take some time off, let your brain have a bit of relaxation, because I'm seeing like, when it's lightning, I'm seeing flashes of lightning, and that's you. You're unsteady at the minute. Does that make sense, Carol? I know as I'm talking to you, I feel you need to get back on track. You need to show people who Carol Ann is. And I'm just seeing that you want to push things away from you instead of dealing with them. I know that I have a lady with you, and this lady's 5'3", 5'4". She was quite slim in the face. And I am seeing with you that I want to put you in a place where she can see you again. I know this lady, as she comes forward, she would have held you in her arms. And I know as I'm holding you, I need to give you all my love. And I'm hearing that song, the Beatles, All My Love. I can't sing, I've got a bit of a sore throat. I'm just saying, all the love that you were given as a child, they still send you the love from the spirit world. I know as I'm talking to the lady, she's given me the name of Margaret. And I don't know whether that's her name or the name of Mary is her name. But I'm given Margaret and Mary. I'm also want to say to you, time waits for no man. And she's saying about songs that come from the heart, because she's singing Cilla Black's Anyone Who Had a Heart. So I know that she loves Cilla. I know also with you, my darling, you have to trust in yourself. Be positive. Be ready to move forward and show people how strong you are. Gentleman comes to bring you some beautiful hollyhocks. When I see a hollyhock, I feel heart problems. So there was someone in the spirit world that had a heart problem. I don't know if you understand the name of Fletcher, because I'm given Fletcher. I'm also given the surname of Brown. There's also a sense of knowing how far you have come. Right, okay. I'm given Tom, Derek, and Arthur. The flowers you are getting, as I said, was the hollyhocks. And every flower is a seed, and that seed grows. So I know you need to grow to show people your strength. Jack, the name Jack comes. I know the affirmations I'm giving you. Look around on the earth plane. They're on the earth plane, or they are friends of your grandmother's. But I know, because she's given me the names, I can't do anything. You maybe got to ask. But I'm given March, April, and July. I'm also given the name of June for you. Remember, look at yourself and say to self, I love you. All right? I'm going to leave that with you. Okay, let's find somebody else, shall we? Somebody. Tracy Hand, please. Tracy Hand. I've chosen you the fairy card. Oh, good grief. Ask for help. And if you can see, it's two fairies helping themselves. This says, angels are celestial beings who protect everyone. And the fairies say, now is the time for you to ask the angels for assistance. Tracy, it's time to ask for help for yourself. I see here the white of the angel's wings, the pink of the soul, and also the strength of you. Look at it again, look. It's two helping themselves. I know as I'm talking to you, my darling, I have a lady with you that loved to let people see such emotion, which she did. Often she would get happy, another time she'd be sad. But I don't know whether it was her that had the breast problem, or you understand somebody that's got the breast problem. I'm seeing the left side. I know that you are ready to take the next step. You are welcome, Caroline. Absolutely welcome. But Tracy, as I'm talking to you, there is a window of opportunity for you. And this window is opening for you now. It will help you to help others. I also feel that you have to help yourself as well. Tracy, strength comes from within here. Your heart is bursting. And I know either a family member or something that's happening around you, we have to push out and find you. I know this lady I have with you. She was very, very sorrowful before she passed. I felt she didn't do enough in her life. And she's telling me she didn't. And this is why she's saying to you, help yourself. Do what she couldn't do. Tracy, I know there's a lot of knowledge that you have and you pass on to others. And I want to say that the changes are coming around you now. No more pressure. Let's push ourselves forward. I want to say about going back to college and doing something that can be mindful, or sitting in a circle and training to be a medium, or training as a healer. Because I'm seeing your hands that are quite blue, and that blue means to me healing. So maybe listening to other people's who need help. I'm giving Hilda for you. I don't know who Hilda is, whether it's the lady I have with you or we've got somebody else, but I know Hilda's been given. And I've just been given Patricia. Ah, that is why they've just shown me you getting a certificate. So you are doing what you're supposed to be doing, helping others. I have a gentleman with you, and this gentleman, as he comes forward, I don't know whether it's a family member or somebody that you know. I'm given Gordon and Dennis. There's also, I want to say to you, stick to what you know best. Show others how far you've come. You are important. You just have to believe it. All right? Oh, no, my darling, you shouldn't be stuck. You've got people around you that you can ask. Ask for the help from Spirit. They will help you. I want to give you also a big push. Let's get you back on track. Let's show how strong you are. I'm given September, also August and January. Their birthdays are anniversaries. But remember, you are loved. Can I leave that with you, please? Right. Oh, thank you, Caroline. Yeah, that's lovely. Let's see what else we have now. You will find a circle. You just need to find one. Even an online one will help you. Joanne Lewis. Can I talk to you, please? Joanne Lewis. Yeah, hello, Joanne. I've chosen the flower card, the mallow. And it is such a pretty flower. It's like a purpley, pinky colour, and it grows in abundance. And it says, I approach my daily routine with a passion, and I feel this is you. I'm going to do it. I will do it, and I shall do it. And not Will I, won't I, can I, can't I? Joanne, you're stronger than what you think you are. This beautiful flower is telling you that we travel all over the pathway. We grow and we succeed. And this is what I feel you need at the moment, to succeed. I have a gentleman with you, and this gentleman is about 5'9" in height. I feel he was either in the army or he was in the navy, because I'm seeing the navy blue uniform. I know as I see him in his dress uniform that he has badges. I feel with him that when he came out of the forces, he was a bit lost. But he did get a job and he did use his hands a lot. I want to say dad or granddad as he comes forward. And he brings you a packet of number 6 cigarettes. That's what he used to smoke. Number 6. He did also smoke Gold Flake. That was when he was in the forces. He's saying here he took time to help others, and I feel you have to do the same. He gives me Norman, John, and also Albert. They're connected around you somewhere. And now a lady comes in and she gives me the name of Pat. She's 5'5". She wears an apron. I know that she used to make lots of cakes. Her cake day was always a Friday. She always had a tin that she used to give for the pack up. You help so many people. Your grandmother is telling you this, and she's so proud of you. You understand the name of Gaynor? I'm given Gaynor. And I just said how you're spelling it. And it's Gayna. There's lots of blessings coming to you from the spirit world. I'm given October for balance, August for love, and March for memories. Okay? I'm going to leave that with you, okay? So, how much longer have we got? Okay, let's have a look. Alison Short, please. Alison Short. I'm choosing you a flower card. The nasturtium. Can you see? You can eat these, and they're so pretty in a decoration. They are coming red, yellow, and the orangey colour. And these spread the seeds everywhere. It says, I go with the flow and harness the dynamic life force within. And this is telling you to accept who you are and don't let others put you down. Each one of these petals is a family member. And we've got 5 here. So there's 5 around you in a family. I'm told, Alison, that you have to remember all your inner strength. Show people what you need to do for you. Don't hang back. Push yourself forward and show that whatever's happened in the last few months, let it go. The bullying, let it go. Listen to yourself and know you're better than what you think you are. There's also a sense, I don't know, my darling, I'm just seeing new ideas for you. I know as I look, I have a lady here. And I don't know whether her name's Ada, Ida, or Irene. I didn't quite catch what she's saying. But she just said to say to you, life comes in short spurts. And what we find is what we do. And what we have, we give to others. And I feel she was very much a person that loved family. She loved how family made her feel. She's showing me a Singer sewing machine. So she used to love to sew. And I do know that she used to do quilting. And she used to take old clothes and cut them up and make them into squares. As I see your Alison spelt that way, I want to give you an Alison, Allison, that way. So either family member or someone that you know. I want to give you Jackson, Marshall, Peter. And I want to say to you, never ever stop looking after you. Gentleman comes to bring you a spade, a rake, and a fork. So I know this gentleman used to always be out in the garden. He's saying here, you as a child would help by getting in the way. And he's laughing. He said I had to give you a beautiful bouquet of carnations. So I'm giving you carnations from out of his garden. But he's just saying to you, love who you are. Don't let others overpower you. Always be yourself. Brian and Paul. Right. Can I say thank you for working with me? And I just need to come to, is it Lucia Deveni McGongle? And this will be my last one. Lucia Deveni. Thank you for the feedback, Alison. Lucia, is she still here? Hi, lovey. I want to give you my fairy card. And it's moderation. If you can see it, she's in a garden and she's sorting out things. So I feel she was a hoarder. She said, is there something that you know you shouldn't, but you are caring or not eating right? Try to eat mindfully and heartfully. Although The fairies say that a little bit of what does you good is there. But Lucia, I feel someone around you has been pigging out on things. But also about hoarding, keeping things together. I don't know if it's you that has been putting things away and hoping that it'll come back. I know as I'm talking to you, my darling, you need to just say to yourself, I'm ready for the next step. Where am I going to? How far have I come? Do I need to do something else? But Lucia, I'm seeing with you, everything is all got to be in one place. You are a person that puts things away. And even if you know that you don't need them anymore, you still keep them. It's like life. You have friends that don't help. And I want to say to you, it's time to let go of those that harm, those who hurt, and show them you are ready to move forward. There's a lot of pressure around you at the minute to do things right. But at the end of the day, you are ready now to move forward. Shut the door to the past. Open the door to more positivity. You are quite a lot vocal, or you're not vocal enough. If you've got to say something to somebody, open it up. Let them know that you're not happy with them. I have a lady with you, and this lady's small. I do feel grandma. I feel that she taught you a lot. And I do feel that she would have told you straight away, no bones about it. If people are hurting you, yeah, that is what I'm getting for you. It's time to speak out. And not in so many words, you can tell them, on your bike, mate. You don't need it anymore. Because somebody in your family has been giving you a bit of this. But the lady with you is saying, open your mind. Let others not see how strong you are. Well, if this, I don't know, my darling. All I've got is this lady with you who said you've got to be more vocal. Show people that you are important and don't let others climb on your back and show you that you're not good enough. All right? I want to give you some beautiful daffodils. And the daffodils are for March and April. I also want to say that this lady I have with you is saying, don't spend your time worrying about others that don't care about you. You've also got a gentleman coming in, and this gentleman, I feel he used to drink a little bit too much. He's telling me that he did. He's on about showing the good side, not the bad. I'm given January, November, and December from anniversaries. But Lucia, love yourself for who you are. Don't let others hold you back. I'm going to leave that with you. So tonight, can I say thank you all for being here? Until next week, I will see you next week. Same time, same place. Enjoy your lovely weekend. All right? So thank you.